EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for January 25th, 2024. It is Thursday, and the Thursday video forecast is proudly sponsored by North Penn Car Wash in Lansdale, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Keep your vehicle looking great all the time and stop wasting your money on those costly individual washes with North Penn Car Wash's Unlimited Car Wash Club. You can join at a very low price starting at just $13.95 per month. It is the only place where weather doesn't matter. This is what I like to call slop season, what we're in right now, with snow and ice and roadway salt turning your car or truck into a cruddy mess very quickly. But you don't have to break the bank in order to keep your vehicle clean. With North Penn Car Wash's Unlimited Car Wash Club, you can stop by as often as you like within the calendar month to get a fresh wash for that one low monthly rate. They are North Penn Car Wash, 986 Sumneytown Pike in Lansdale, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Thursday video forecast. Okay, so we have some rain this morning. I don't think it's going to be raining this entire day. I know that your app forecasts are probably indicating that, but it's not going to be raining this entire day. We'll have some breaks in between. What's happening this morning is going to be a continuation of what fell overnight. Okay, it's been generally light and just showery, not really heavy, and I expect that to continue through the rest of this event, which is going to come in two waves, and I'll get to that here in today's video, and we're going to talk about maybe some snow as we get into Sunday night. So here is the overview first. We have the rain showers today, and then overnight you get a second batch that's going to move through and bring us another chance of rain. This is going to be along a warm front as we get in the overnight with low pressure off to our north. There's a warm front off to the north like this moving through, and once that does, your temperatures are going to go up pretty quickly. So today we're going to be very warm. 48 to 60 is a spread. The 60 will be down here by Dover, Delaware. Elsewhere, you're in the 50s. For the most areas, except maybe far northern areas, you're in the upper 40s. But you see, as that warm front goes through for Friday, your temperatures are well into the 50s, if not lower 60s. That 64 is in Dover again here on Friday. So that's because this warm front moves through. There is a cold front situated with this that has to move through too. And once that does, temperatures are going to come down a little bit once we get behind this for Saturday, but it's not going to be a big drop. It's going to be, Saturday's going to be like either side of 50 degrees, okay? Maybe upper 40s to low 50s, northwest to southeast on Saturday, okay? But no rain Saturday. We're not looking at rain at all Saturday. And this is going to be rain in its entirety for this entire stretch through Friday morning. So let's get over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. Starting this off at 7 o'clock in the morning, you have some showers that are, again, a continuation of what fell overnight. And these are going to push through, and then you're going to get a break. You're going to have not a lot of rain after this point during the day. So we get in the afternoon, you're going to have more like intermittent passing showers, some light showers, maybe some drizzle, areas of fog, that kind of thing. But we're not dealing with any steadier rain beyond this morning, it looks like. And not until you get to the evening when the second batch comes through with that warm front that I spoke about. And that will have additional rain showers overnight that will go into very early Friday morning with a few leftover showers here and there early in the morning on Friday, but then that clears out too, and then you're mostly cloudy the rest of the day. Okay, now you're going to have some peaks of sun in some places here on Saturday or on Friday. I expect that, and the same thing here on Saturday, more clouds and sun as well. So once that system exits on Friday morning very early, that's the last you're dealing with it as far as precipitation is concerned until we get to later Saturday night. Now, I don't have the NAM in range. This runs out of range on Saturday morning, so we can't use the NAM or any short range models that only go to 84 hours in the future because they're not in range just yet. So for the next system, we're at the mercy of the global models. Now today, this is a precipitation type map that I'm using. They're all pretty much doing the same thing, where you have a primary moving up into eastern Kentucky, southern Ohio, and West Virginia. That's going to transfer to a secondary low. Okay, so here's where your one low pressure is sitting right here. Here's your primary, and you got a little secondary developing down here. So it's kind of handing off energy to this. Okay, now they're both weak lows, so it's not like it's a big storm here in this case. But the European model did something today with building high pressure. It's off the map here, but there is high pressure building southward. That's right above that arrow where I have indicated here. It's pushing in this direction. That's where the high is building in as this system is moving away. And the European model, like most others, does have a change to snow in our northern areas. But the European model took this a step further today and got this system really wrapped up along the coast. And if that's the case, it will be able to draw in some cold air further south. High pressure is going to be funneling in cold air, changing rain over to snow, and that would be Sunday evening, most likely. Might even start in the afternoon farther north near the Pennsylvania-New York border, but then it changes to snow further south. Now, how long does it snow, and what are the temperatures like when that happens? Is it still above freezing and just snowing, or is it going to be cooling the column and cooling the surface enough to get some accumulations? I do think there's a possibility for back-end accumulations with this, and this is a setup that it can happen, but it's going to be determined on two things. One, strength and position of that high pressure, where we're going to put it here, but it's further north, as you can see it on the map. High pressure above the system, and the strength of this low, particularly if this is more wrapped up and stronger instead of a weak low like the GFS has, which I'll show you in a minute. It's not going to draw the cold air this far south, and you're probably just going to have a few snow showers at the end. You might change the snow, but it's not going to do a whole lot. European model today went pretty nuts with this, though, because it has a really wrapped up 990 millibar system, and there's the high. You can finally see it starting to come in the picture right there. See that? Right there. There it is. Okay, so that is funneling in cold air around that high pressure right down the spine of the Appalachians, and you get this change over to snow. So this is an extreme solution, and I don't expect it to be correct, but we'll continue to monitor that over the next couple of days. I got a lot of Twitter going nuts with that today. But in all likelihood, it's probably overdone by a considerable amount. So here's the GFS for that same period. Does the transfer. There's a primary right here, very weak secondary out here, right? And it's handing it off, the energy. But as it does so, the secondary low remains weak. When it's offshore, there's only 1,003 millibars, and it's progressive, and it keeps moving. You do get the snow showers across the far northern tier near the New York-Pennsylvania border, and maybe a few snow showers coming further south as this exits, but this is not going to be, at least in the GFS's mind, is not going to be a big deal. So there's one extreme or the other. Usually you don't take the snowiest solution. I know everybody wants to, but that's not how it works, okay? And we don't go by, well, the European model's better than everything else. It doesn't work like that either, okay? It's all going to come down to those two things I mentioned, strength and position of this high, and how wrapped up the storm gets, or if it remains weaker, you're not getting that kind of snow that far south. It just not going to happen. Here's the European ensemble that it ran this evening. I want to show this on purpose because this is showing where the ensembles are made up of the 50 individual members, and they are all showing the snow up here across the northern tier. So I-78 north, most notably, that seems a little bit more plausible to me, where you get some change over the end. You might get some decent accumulations right near the New York-Pennsylvania border and higher elevations, northeast PA, north central PA. That's possible too. We're days away from this, where we can actually say one thing is legit or it's not, okay? But I will say with the ensembles of this range are more useful to be able to, kind of call BS on this, okay? That's basically what we're doing, all right? So the ensembles are not as enthused as the operational run that ran earlier today, and that might be changing in future runs. This is just the windshield wiper effect, your back and forth stuff, and we'll see. We'll see how this settles here in a couple days. We're a couple days away from coming up with any kind of forecast for this. This is Sunday night. It'll be Sunday evening and overnight that this would occur, and European model in this case actually has it going in lingering snow showers into Monday morning. So in our local forecast, we did leave that in there as a possibility, but just low chances for now until we have that all figured out. So this is just something you just need to watch for the next couple of days. It's a quick shot of cooler air to end the month of January. It's going to get us back to maybe near to slightly below average for a day or two, maybe 3, and then we're right back into mild as we head into the first 7 to 10 days of February. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for January 25th, 2024. Have a great Thursday.